Restore Thrive. It is open season and we are excited to talk to you guys today. The first workout has been released, 19.1. It's really simple but sinister, which is not surprising. 20 minutes AMRAP, 19 wall balls and a 19 calorie row. Now, what we want to talk to you guys today about is two things. One, the common problems we see with these two movements, and two, how to warm up and avoid those common problems so that you guys destroy this workout. So what we're going to talk about first is the wall ball. And we want to talk about form. This is squat and overhead press, two basic archetypes. So getting into that squat position, making sure that your chin is down, getting into that overhead press position, and throwing the ball up to that 10-foot high target. Now the thing that we'll see, you see this in the demonstration on the CrossFit Games website, is the athlete who is going in and out of this position, every time they throw the ball, is hinging at their neck. And this almost looks like what a Pez dispenser does, just going up and down. The problem with this is you're not a Pez dispenser, you're a human being. And when you go up and down like this, you're putting a kink in your nervous system, you're decreasing your power output, your ability to throw. So what we want to see with our athletes when they get to that throw position is eyes up but chin down. You've got to be able to track with your eyes, because if your head goes up and down for 20 minutes, and we'll talk about this on the rower in a minute, what you're going to do is you're going to start to lock up through your neck. And when you start to lock up there, that decreases power output at the next closest joints. And having that locked down your shoulders is going to make it really hard to keep throwing that 20-pound ball. So we want to make sure, again, chin stays down. Now if we go over to the rower here, we're going to see two things. First, if people don't set up well on the rower, they get rounded through their back, they get their feet in, and then they get rounded more when they pull, and then they pull straight to get their back straight before they start extending and finishing that row. The problem with that is if I start rounding and pull up, I'm actually overextended, and now I'm going to smoke out my low back over that 20-minute time index. So what I've got to do is really think about organizing when I get to the rower, squeeze my butt, tighten my abs. When I sit down, keeping my back straight. And remember the whole idea here, this is just another expression of hip hinging, just like the wall ball, that we've got to be able to fold around the hips, keep our back straight, shoulders organized. And when I pull back and then recover, I'm hinging through my hips, not rounding through my upper back. Because if I play that game where I'm going to that banana back to straight back position, again, I'm going to overload my back. The other thing that we see here is that, again, we don't keep that chin in good position. So as I try to keep my eyes on the display, as I get back to this recovery position, if I tip my head up to look at that display, what I'm doing again is I'm going bone on bone through my cervical spine here, and that's going to wear me down. So again, think about that chin down cue. Look with your eyes. Try not to let your head extend each time you get into that recovery position. So the other piece of this is warming up. And we've talked about this in the past. Warm up is really, really key to getting yourself ready to go. Because when you get to that 3, 2, 1 moment, if you're not hot, if you go in cold, you will come out cold, meaning you will get knocked out. It'll be hard for you to make it through this workout. We've got to prime not only your soft tissues, but we've got to prime your aerobic and pulmonary systems, your lactate buffering systems, your ability to brace through your midsection as well. So we're going to give you the general outline here, and then we're going to put below a good warm-up prep for you to go through. And that sits in 4 different areas. The first area is get hot, and that's just breaking a sweat. You can do that on the rower, you can do that on the bike, the skier, you can jump a little bit of rope. That's 5 minutes just to start breathing and getting blood flowing. We know when you do that, you're prepping your body for higher level athletic performance. Phase 2 is get tuned in. And that's the dynamic warm-up. We always start with isostability because we know if we do isometrics first, we increase our work output by 20%. So we're going to spend a minute or so doing some isostability, some dead bugs, some planks, something to really turn on hips, trunk, shoulders. We're going to use all of those muscles like we just talked about with those two movements once we start getting after it in the workout. The third piece is what we call lactate buffering. And this looks like going through the two movements. The way we'll do this is we'll prep you going 3 rounds of 15 seconds on, 45 seconds off at competition pace with both of those movements. So that's wall ball for 15 seconds at competition pace, 45 seconds to recover, 15 seconds of rowing at competition pace, 45 seconds to recover, times 3. Once you've got that primed and ready, that should only take you about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you get to the gym early to do that. If you still feel stiff, that's when we want to attack the fourth area, is anything tight. So that's grabbing a lacrosse ball, that's grabbing a roller. Spend no more than about 30 to 60 seconds. We're not trying to massage ourselves out. Again, we're trying to prime the pump to get ready to perform here, but spend a few seconds rolling out those tight spots. Make sure you're recovered enough that your heart rate is back down, you're tuned in, you're focused, but you're also hot and ready to go. We hope you guys have a great time doing this open workout. We know you guys are going to crush it, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.